The movie A Star is Born. It has been remade several times, like this version, which you might remember, from 1976, starring Kris Kristofferson and Barbra Streisand. This is a classic rags to riches story, plenty of romance, plenty of tragedy. The fourth version is in theaters today, and it includes the big screen debut of Lady Gaga. Big question, is it worth your money? From Paul's Trip to the Movies, ladies and gentlemen, say hi to Paul McGuire-Grimes. Hi, Paul.
Hello, hi.
Man, I feel like the buzz around this movie is at a fever pitch. That means expectations are high. Does it deliver?
It exceeded my expectations wholeheartedly.
Really?
Yes, I've seen all four versions of this story now, and I think this is the best one yet.
Okay, convince me as to why.
Okay, because Bradley Cooper wrote, directed, and stars, and he gets everything right about it because he gives equal weight to what her rise to stardom is, his fall to addiction, and what it means for their careers and addiction to have on their relationship.
How quickly into this movie do you stop thinking, oh my goodness, that's Lady Gaga, the Little Monsters, the meat dress at the VMA, all that stuff?
Instantly. She really, I hate to use the word transform, but she just instantly buys you into who Allie is, and she is just incredible at going through this massive emotional arc that her character goes through. And then Bradley Cooper, this is his best performance to date. He gets under the skin, the mindset of what it really means to be an alcoholic.
He directed this one.
Yes, it's his directorial debut, and he brings such high energy to this movie. He knows that it has to go at a certain pace. He gets you in right away with great musical performances, and you are on your edge, hoping that they stick it out and make it, and you fall for them as a couple.
Are these new musical choices that they have? Are they all new, some old?
Brand new songs written by Lady Gaga. Bradley Cooper wrote some, Diane Warden. So they all kind of collaborate in what the sounds of each of their characters were going to be.
If you had to look in your crystal ball, will this be the turning point that we look back and say, oh yeah, Gaga used to just do music, but from here on out, will she weave acting into her entertainment career?
I hope so, because I think she can really do it, and she proves it here with this performance. She starts at one place, and she ends in a very different place, and you're with her the entire way.
I'm excited to see this. Ticket stubs.
5 out of 5 ticket stubs. I
Polly.
loved it. It's going to be on my best of the year list. I can't stop thinking about this movie.
Wow.
I love the soundtrack. I just hope everyone sees it and really supports this movie.
That's very exciting to hear. All right, good news there. Now we go to something that you can watch from the comfort of your home this weekend. It is called Three Identical Strangers.
Yeah, so this is a documentary about 3 guys that met in college and found out that they were triplets who were separated at birth by their adoption agency.
Stop it. That's not true.
That is very true. It took place, I believe, in the 70s. They had no idea that they even had a brother, let alone were triplets. So you find out that this adoption agency separated them as part of a social experiment to figure out nature versus nurture.
Right.
I mean, I knew a little bit about their story, but as you go along, it is just fascinating because they kind of became this viral sensation, and what ultimately happens to their story as they realize how important knowing who your birth parents are as part of this adoption process.
Okay, good stuff. And I'm assuming that that's probably not on Netflix, but probably on demand.
So
for
video
your
on demand,
platforms.
you can rent it, Blu-ray, DVD. I mean, you will just be hooked to what their story is, and it goes in some very interesting directions.
We told you a little bit earlier that Paul also saw Venom. This is the latest in the Marvel installment, the latest superhero movie. If you want to see Paul presumably maybe get a little less than thrilled about something, we will link up to that on our website, TwinCitiesLive.com. You can visit Paul's website directly. It's paulstriptothemovies.com. He has got more reviews there. You can also listen to Paul on the Colleen and Bradley Show on My Talk 107.1. He's on every Friday. The guy's busy. He's also got a podcast. Guess what it's called? Paul's Trip to the Movies. Pretty easy to find. Thank you so much, Paul.